Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician. Today we're going to be going into a new power station that was sent over by Pecron. So if you guys follow the channel, you guys might know that I have a couple EcoFlows that I purchased in the past that I use for camping and home backup. One I use here in the garage, and I basically run everything through it. That's the Delta 2 Max. I have a video on it. I also have the River 2 Pro, which I use for camping, which is a little bit lighter, smaller unit. And this Pecron that we're going to be looking at today is around the River 2 Pro size and capacity, so I think it'll be a good comparison. I'm not going to go over all the specs, features, and pricing of the EcoFlow, but we'll go over the Pecron, and I'll kind of share my thoughts with you guys of its features and what I like about it compared to the EcoFlow and vice versa. But I do have a dedicated video on the River 2 Pro as well, so both EcoFlow units have a video that you guys can check out. Today, obviously, we're going over a first look at the Pecron. I will have all three of these linked down in the description for you guys if you guys are interested. There will also be two additional links that say tools and tools continued, which basically take you to a long list of tools and other items that I've went over in my videos. So if you guys are interested, those links are there for you guys. But if you guys have any questions on this unit, please feel free to drop a comment down below. Also, at the end of the video, let me know your guys' thoughts of it compared to the EcoFlow. And other than that, if you guys enjoy the video, make sure to smash that thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Let's get into this. So here I've just had it plugged in for a few minutes, and I received it at 65 or 66%. You can see it's running at roughly 270 watts being inputted in for charging. And it states that it'll take from 0% 2.2 hours to charge. A little bit slower than my EcoFlow. That one at 768 watt hours charges in 1 hour. This one's 2.2 hours and it's 600 and something watt hours. I'll get the specifics here in a minute, but a little bit different charging setup with this in line and a different adapter as well that I haven't seen on a power station yet. But I'll get this thing topped off. We'll do some testing and we'll go over the specs and I'll share my thoughts with you guys. So this is the Pecron E600 LFP, and if you guys follow the channel, you guys might know that I have the EcoFlow River 2 Pro, and I also have the Delta 2 Max, and I've done a review on those, so if you guys want, go ahead and check those out. Those are on the channel. But we're going to be kind of going through this one, specs, features, pricing, all that good information, and then we'll run a few items on this. I'll give you the hours that it runs, like my mini cooler or portable cooler, and my thoughts on it. It is wintertime and I don't do really much winter camping, so this will really get a test over this coming summer. So if you guys want an updated review on this, please let me know and I'll make sure to do one during the summer after it's got some good use on it. Let's get into the pros and cons of this unit compared to my EcoFlow. This one was sent to me from Pecron. I purchased the River 2 Pro, and I think it's going to make for a very good comparison just because they are similar size, not just in dimensions, but also in battery capacity. The EcoFlow is a little bit bigger, but still a good comparison. So it does come packaged very well. It is all wrapped in foam, and then this is on top. This is a semi-rigid case with a water-resistant zipper and a carrying handle. Inside, you're going to get your charger, at least a portion of it, then the part that actually plugs into this unit and then into the wall. Then you have your car charger, which is a 5521, I believe, or 5525. They have both ports on this unit. And then you also have your adapter for running a solar panel. This does run up to 400 watts of solar, so that is nice. Now, there is not dual charging. You can't run this on AC and solar at the same time like some of the EcoFlows. But honestly, that's not really something I do. The EcoFlows charge fast enough the way they are. And if I'm out camping, then solar alone is plenty good. So it is nice that that's all included and it's all packaged in this nice little case. And then you also get a user manual, which I'll go over some of the specs from this here in a second. So with this unit, it is a 614 watt hour battery capacity. It does have the LiFePO4 battery, which is the good upgraded battery from what some of the older units, like some of the older EcoFlows and some of the older power stations run. So with the LiFePO4 battery, you do get quite a fast recharge. Now this unit doesn't charge quite as fast as the EcoFlow. It just doesn't have the input that the EcoFlow does. but it still has a max input for AC up to 400 watts. So it still charges this unit from 0 to 100% in 2.2 hours. And then same thing if you have 400 watts of solar, if you can get 400 watts out of your solar panels into this unit, it can charge it in 2.2 hours as well. Charging it from your car or anything like that, it is going to be around 7 hours for this unit. It does have a 1200 watt inverter, pure sine wave inverter. This is going to be great for things around the house, camping, and emergencies. On this unit, we have 3 AC outlets, and the ground ports are a little bit different here. They're actually just open. Hopefully you guys can see that. I think this unit has been kind of modified or adjusted for US and other countries, so this area is kind of an interchangeable area. Then you have 2 USB-A ports running at 18 watts, a USB-C running at 18 watts, and a USB-C running at 100 watts max. Then up above that, you have the DC 12 volt rated at 10 amps and the DC 5525 ports for any CPAPs or any other kind of tools or lights or any accessories that may use that charger or barrel style charging. And then on the top, it actually has a wireless charger. Now that is a nice feature I wish EcoFlow and some of the other brands would actually include in some of their power stations, because I think that is a very nice touch. And even with my phone on here with the case on it, I do have a pretty thin case, but it does charge and it does actually stay fast charging. At 65%, it said it would charge it to 100 in an hour. So pretty decent little wireless charger up here. You have an integrated handle here that collapses down into the top of the unit, which I really, really like. The EcoFlow handle is on top, but it's on the back. And while it is a lighter unit, this one's around 20, I believe this one's around 25 to 27 pounds. I can't remember specifically, but it's pretty light. But with the handle on the back, it does make it a little awkward because it hangs at an angle. Whereas I like how the Pecron just is right in the middle of the unit, so it makes carrying it very easy, not awkward at all. Now, one thing I do wish that they had done was included some sort of grip mat or beveled edges or something in order to kind of keep your phone up here when it's wirelessly charging instead of being able to slide off, especially if you have this in the back of your truck or out camping. I just wish it had like a rubber material on top. Now I do like on each corner you do have these rubber overmolds, which are really nice to keep it in place. It holds it very, very well. Like I said, it's 20 pounds, so it's not going anywhere, especially with those rubber feet. So no matter how you lay it, it does have good grip. Turning the unit on, you can power it on by either one of these. This is to turn on the DC and the AC. So if you're just going to be running these, when you turn on the unit with the AC, it will kick on the fan for a second. And then once you start running some loads on it, it will turn that fan on. So there you could hear it run for just a split second and then it shuts off. Here you have your display, you have your battery life, 100%. The time remaining if you're running the AC ports. It does state that if you're not running anything on these, to make sure that you have that off, and to shut it off, you just simply press and hold, shuts it off, and then DC turns on the DC section over here. So if you're using any of the USB ports or the 12 volt, and then it'll show the time remaining of 203 hours at 100%. And then obviously that time will adjust depending on what you plug into it. And then it'll show you the watts that whatever you plug in is drawing, and it'll adjust that time to that. When the inverter is on for the AC out, you do have like this little gauge here that reads from 0 to 100%. So if you're using an item, it'll kind of show you how much of the inverter power you're actually using. So that is nice. This is a 1200 watt pure sine wave inverter. As far as the inputs, we've already went over the outputs. The inputs, like I stated, there's no dual charging, so you can't do solar panel and AC at the same time. Once again, not a big deal to me. But for the main input, it is going to be this larger one. This is one that I haven't seen before used on any power station, but it is the GX16MF. Once again, max is 400 watts, whether you have your solar panels plugged into this or the AC power. and that will charge from 0 to 100% in 2.2 hours. And then you have your, it says it's a DC 5521. The max on that is 100 watts, so your car will charge this around 7 hours. So this is going to be great for if you need to charge phones, tablets, laptops, drones, CPAP, camera batteries. Maybe you want to run your mini fridge in a power outage, your television, portable coolers. So this is going to be fantastic for camping, especially around that 600 watt hour. That's like the perfect size for like a 2-3 day camping trip. Anything over that, you do want to make sure that you have a solar panel or a way to charge this unit, whether you do it from your car or like I have a inverter in my truck, so I could charge it up pretty quickly that way. So if you go on longer camping trips, that's just something to keep in mind. But any like 2-day camping trip, this size is going to be great if you're running like a portable cooler or charging your phones or laptops or tablets, anything like that. Now, when running items like cookers, electric heating elements, those little portable heaters, those draw a lot of wattage. Even my small little space heater on its max setting runs 1500 watts. As far as I know, this doesn't have any like boost technology like the EcoFlow. So 1200 watts is what you get. You do get a lot of protection in this unit. You have over voltage protection, overheat protection, overload protection, short circuit, and self-recovery. So a lot of different protections, and they'll be displayed on the screen as well. So you'll know. Plus, if you run something over voltage, it's going to stop it. Other than that, like I said earlier, it is the LiFePO4 battery. And with the LiFePO4 battery, not only do you get runtime and weight, like on the EcoFlow, it runs the same type of battery. You get 3,000 cycles before it hits 80% of its charge. This one states, even though it is the same LiFePO4 battery, just a different size, might not be the same quality, I don't know. They state 3,500 life cycles or 3,500 cycles before it hits 80%. So once again, the LiFePO4 battery has a very, very long lifespan. The dimensions of this unit, it is going to be 11.7 inches wide, so just around 11 3/4. The width is going to be 7.8 inches. And the height of the unit is going to be 8.5 inches. And then, like I said, around 20 pounds. So it is very easy if you're going to the beach, if you're going camping and you're going away from your vehicle, it's not that bad. Not like carrying like a Delta series where it's, 50 or more pounds, where that's, kind of an inconvenience. So very nice as far as size and weight. So besides running a few items on this, hopefully I've thrown in some clips of running my powered cooler, which I believe, if I remember offhand, it was either 53 or 56 hours that this unit ran my powered cooler. So still very impressive, over 2 full days of powering that cooler, so great for any camping trip. And that is with opening the cooler a few times every couple hours and making sure that cooler is actually running every once in a while, because it is pretty efficient. So on this unit I got just around 70 hours, but once again this is a 768 watt hour battery capacity I believe, and this one being 614, so a little bit of a difference there, about 150 watt hours. So with the size comparison and weight comparison, both are great for versatility, mobility. I do like that this has the wireless charging. I like that the fact that the EcoFlow, you don't have the big converter for power. This is just simply a cable, where this you have to have the big brick in order to convert it and charge it. This one charges in an hour, this one charges in 2.2 hours, but the Pecron does come in quite a bit lower at $300, and you can also get them on sale. So even though I didn't purchase this unit, because when I was looking at power stations, honestly, I was looking for a brand name that I knew, something I knew had been used by a lot of people. I did a lot of reading of reviews and things like that. So that's why I purchased the EcoFlow. And there are a lot of different brands out there, but Pecron definitely has some good units. They even have their large 1500 watt hour battery capacity. That's like, I think on sale, $900, which is fantastic. And it can be expanded up to almost 8,000 watt hours. So that's pretty impressive. I like the build quality of it. It seems very durable, especially with these rubber feet. I like the amount of outputs that you have, 11 total with the wireless charger up here. I think the charging port decision was a little weird. I think they could have made it a little bit more simple, but this might be due to the fact that this is sold in many other countries than just the US, so it might be interchangeable for other countries. So overall, I think it's a great design. Hopefully I've thrown up some video clips of just running a few items, and I think 1200 watts is decent, especially for this size of unit. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Would you guys consider the Pecron over an EcoFlow for the price difference and the differences in charging and outputs? Once again, if you guys want more information on the EcoFlow, it is available on the channel, but I think this is a very nice unit for its price. If you guys want to see an updated video on this after it gets some use out camping, please let me know. I'll be happy to make a video on this. And other than that, I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, please make sure to smash that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below of your guys' thoughts. I will have this link down in the description for you guys, as well as 2 additional links that will take you to a long list of tools and other items that I've reviewed in the past. So that's all there for you guys. And if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.